Welcome to the introduction to HL7 Soup. In this tutorial we'll show you why HL7 Soup is the world's favourite HL7 tooling. Simple to use yet powerful in function. We'll show you the basics, we'll show you some clever tricks, and point you in the right direction to go further. HL7 Soup is made of two products. HL7 Soup Editor, a tool for visualizing and editing HL7 messages, either individually or in bulk, and Integration Host securely connects medical systems together, transforming and converting between message types, always running or scheduled to suit. In this video we'll be focusing on the HL7 Soup Editor, but the products are tightly linked, so you'll see Integration Host pop up here and there too. Let's load the HL7 Soup Editor and take a look. What do we see here? Well, at the center of things is an editable HL7 message. This is the current message we are focused on, and everything around us is here to help work with that. This is the message type. Here is a human readable interpretation of the message, and here is the segment grid, looking at the details of the currently selected line. These are all linked together so that clicking or changing the values navigates and updates between the three views. Here we have some tabs that provide additional features. We'll cover them all, but right now we see the messages list. HL7 Soup provides 12 sample messages that you can play with. Clicking on a message loads it into the editor. You can then edit and save the sample messages, and your changes will be remembered. Replacing them with your own samples is easy and it can help you be more productive. But you can always revert to the defaults by deleting the sample file. The messages list can come from one HL7 file with lots of messages in it, or you can drag in many files at the same time and build a list that way. Add to the list by clicking here and creating a new message, or just click this to paste in one or more messages from your clipboard. Let's zoom back to the editor section now and make it bigger. Holding down Control while spinning the mouse wheel allows me to make the font of the message bigger or smaller so things are easier to see. Better still, why not highlight fields I commonly use in a different colour for easier identification? Now as I jump between messages, it's always easy to find what I'm after. I can even create a validation that notifies you of invalid values. I can add a filter to show just the invalid message, and when I view those messages, the error is instantly highlighted. We've got a whole video that goes through highlighting, comparing, and validating messages. This is just a taste, but I'll link to that video here and at the end of this tutorial too. Sending and receiving HL7 messages is a common requirement. HL7 Soup makes it easy to create senders and receivers for different systems. Senders take the HL7 message from the messages list and it sends them on. I'll create a new sender and we'll configure it to send via TCP on the local IP address port 22222. I can easily adjust how it's sent, the source of the message, and the speed of sending. I'll use the default settings and save, and head over and create a receiver. Click New and we can configure the receiver. We'll set it to match the sender, TCP on port 22222. It shows us the address to use if we call it from another computer, and also note it's set to add the incoming message to the current messages list. Again, I'll save it and we'll head back to the editor. Down the bottom here we have the ability to start and stop our senders and receivers, no matter which of these tabs we're on. And clicking on messages shows me what's available for sending. Rather than sending the messages back to the same list, I'll add another tab and send it to that instead. I'll start the receiver here, and then head to my first tab and hit send. Great, an auto-generated success acknowledgement. Since I've confirmed my connection is good, I'll hit play and have all the messages sent through. Now I can head over to the other tab and here they are. Receivers can also be configured to manipulate the incoming message with powerful workflow tooling. You can manipulate the data, filter messages, write to a file, send it on with HTTPS, REST, web services, or convert between message types, CSV, XML, JSON. So many features are possible, that it's not possible to cover them in this video. But take a look at the HL7 Soup website and you'll find the tutorials and libraries that take you through the steps required. We keep adding more videos too, so remember to check back. Back in HL7 Soup, we'll take a look at the Integrations tab. Here we have a view into the integration host. We can see the status of each of the integrations, start them, stop them, create them, edit them. Take a look at the Integration Host Getting Started tutorials for more details about how to create integrations. The editor's view of Integration Host is very similar to that of the Integration Host clients. However, clicking on the logs of your integration will load them straight into the HL7 Soup editor with all your highlighters and validators at hand. Many also ask if they can create a receiver that transforms HL7 with the editor. Can they make it an always running workflow with the integration host? You certainly can. You can promote any receiver to be an integration with a simple click. Look, this is now running as an integration inside of Integration Host. It will keep running even if I close HL7 Soup. It also means that when I send messages, they will go there instead. I can now use the logs to review my messages, or even load all the logs back into the editor's message list. As promised, here's the link to the highlighting and validation tutorial and the Getting Started tutorial for Integration Host. We'll have more videos coming out, so why not subscribe to us on YouTube? And if these tutorials have helped you, then consider giving us a like to return the favour. We've worked hard to make HL7 tools fantastic to use. I'm sure you'll love them.